Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Christy Vann with Fantastic Finances, and on this channel I teach velocity banking. Today I want to go over a really quick scenario of what to do if you are in a negative cash flow. I have been talking with Teresa and she is in a negative cash flow, and this is what we decided to do until she moves into a line of credit. She is going to be using her credit card as her debt weapon, and let's see how that's going to help her with her negative cash flow. Her income is currently $2,118 a month, and she is paid bi-weekly. Her expenses are $2,149. This includes her rent, her food, her gas, her car insurance. All of her expenses are included in this expense total. That means that her cash flow is a negative $31 per month, meaning that she is paycheck to paycheck and bringing in a negative every month. So she is really running into late fees where she's not able to make her payments. She has a credit card with a balance of $2,238 with a $93 payment per month. So how are we going to flip her negative cash flow into a positive? Well, let's try this. She buys gas every month totaling approximately $200. And her food bill is totaling $600, meaning that $800 a month is expenses that she's already paying out every single month. When she divides that by 2 weeks, because she's paid bi-weekly, then she's got about $400 every 2 weeks that she's spending in food and gas alone. Now, if she were to take that $400 and put it into credit card number 1, every other week when she gets paid, that means $800 a month would be going into credit card number 1, and she could be paying her gas and food expenses out of credit card number 1 because they are chargeable expenses. You can use a credit card to charge your gas and your food. Well, what happens when she puts the $400 every 2 weeks into credit card number 1? Well, she satisfied the monthly payment of $93, so it's no longer due. What did that do to her cash flow? Well, $93 subtract out $31, you've got $62 in cash flow now, a positive cash flow. That is going to help her get by until she is ready to move into a line of credit that's going to help her pay off this credit card plus other debts that she currently has. I wanted to run through this scenario to show you a simple way to turn your negative cash flow into a positive cash flow. And even if you have a positive cash flow, but you're wanting to gain more cash flow, this is an excellent way to do it. I want to see you all get out of the struggle, and I want to see you move into financial peace. And if you learn just a few little tweaks that you can do like this to your current credit cards you already have, it may make all of the difference in the world to how you feel about your finances starting today. So if you've got credit cards and you're feeling the paycheck to paycheck struggle, try doing this. Now remember, in this economy, let's try to make multiple payments throughout the month on those credit cards. They don't have to be large. Let's do $5, $10, $15, $20 payments 2 or 3 times a week so that you're definitely meeting the need of what you're going to be charging in these chargeable expenses. That not only helps to increase your credit score, but it reduces your interest charges for the month, and it may not trigger the banks to give you a limit cut when they see extra money going into that credit card. Sometimes, if you make a big chunk onto a credit card that you've been late on, or maybe your credit score has fallen recently, the banks know this, and when you make large chunks into credit cards, they sometimes will cut your limits. For example, if you have a $5,000 credit card and you make a $1,000 chunk into that credit card on any balance that you have, they may cut it to a $4,000 limit. So just be careful with that, and you may be able to avoid it by making those multiple payments throughout the month instead of just one big chunk on the due date. Okay, I hope that this gives you a little bit of hope in your own finances. I appreciate you watching today, and if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.